Welcome to Refuel with Reverend Johnson and Reverend Rob. What's up? Hey, everybody. It's so good that you all are joining us on Friday at 7 p.m. Whoa!
We're back.
We're back. It's so good to be back with you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello. It's Friday. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too. What's up, Johnson?
What's up, Robinson? How are you?
Like, come on, get online and share this with people. We got an exciting evening for ready for tonight.
Let's talk about that. Hello. How are you?
I'm so good.
It's Pastor on the screen.
Look.
I want the world to know, got to let it show.
What's going on, Johnson?
Robinson.
How you feeling?
We are wearing our production manager thin. He coming in with the short comments now. So
I know, right? It's like he's not even like engaging in the comedy relief that we usually give him. So
no.
What's up?
MidYear.
Right, like it's here. We done had our first couple sessions, and so I'm excited to hear like what other people's thoughts were. They were in the room. We got some people online. We're trying to simulate the lobby check-in and just kind of keep the people engaged during these pockets of time here. So yeah.
So we had our opening plenary session, which I thought was amazing. It was good to see all of the faces on the screen. Many people had their camera on, and so it was good just to see folks.
Yeah, it really was. And some people I haven't seen in quite some time. I mean, there's people that you always see online and, in service, but to see some others that I was like, whoa, it's just really great.
We went in the rooms and we were grabbing, literally, like going in the rooms in the middle of their session saying, hey, we want you to be a part of the lobby check-in. And so we have a number of folks that are here and we just want to check in with them and figure out how their mid-year is going so far.
Right. Who do we got first coming up?
Who do we want first?
Let's bring on... let's go to Queen City. Let's go all the way down to North Carolina, down to Charlotte. Let's bring on Deacon Candidate Mouse. Or not Deacon Candidate, sorry, Deacon Mouse. My bad. What's up?
How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Amazing. It's been amazing to be a part of. This is actually my first mid-year and it's virtual. Go figure, right?
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this is your first time being on screen with us, right?
Absolutely. So a lot of firsts. How awesome.
I was going to make a comment, but I remember my audience. I was going to make a comment about popping cherries, but
hey, I mean, if that's the way it is, but we're glad that you were like, yep, I'll come, But more importantly, welcome to Refuel. We're really cool with you. You know us. You are definitely family because you are a game changer. So we've spent some great time. But being in this space, we just get to act out. There's no lines. You cross them. We are here to push the limit. So in this conversation, feel free to share what's on your heart in terms of that in a loving way. So. Yeah, we cut up here. We do. So tell us about your first time being in mid-year. Like, how's this been for you?
I got to join the Youth and Young Adult Forum, and that was amazing. Just to see youth leaders from across the country and our different experience in the varied ways that we talk to our youth. We had some folks that go out to the youth that, they're not part of the virtual experience because they're out on the street and they're actually having those conversations and connecting and meeting people where they are, which made me realize or remember that, we are the church. It doesn't matter if we have a building, if we have a cell phone, if we have a laptop, we are the church everywhere we go. And I think my hubby, Reverend Jermaine, said that, it reminds him, I am the church. I'm the face of unity. Every time folks see me, they see unity. And that is just true. And it was a fantastic reminder. And we got to talk about some opportunities and some challenges. So I'm excited about the work that the youth and young adult is going to be bringing, because we call it Yaya affectionately, right? Very excited about the work that we're going to be doing, because we are already doing work. And that collaboration is going to just be absolutely powerful, because, you know, a fist is stronger than a finger every day, right?
A fist is stronger than a finger every day. I've never heard that. Wow. Okay.
So, like, if you have one finger, you know,
Yeah.
your fist is more impactful than if you're just taking your finger and doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
That's powerful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So how has virtual in terms of church been for you? I know that what's your thoughts around that?
Well, at first it was a gigantic challenge, right? So everything going from, you know, being out all the time to, you know, being at home, and, you know, in those ways of, you know, being isolated. And I praise God that I had and survived COVID through this time as well. And so just it gives me a new outlook on life, right? Where it's the opportunities that we have to take those, right? And so we do have the ability to go to various church services, to be at somebody's anniversary, and to be at another afternoon service, etc., while being in the comfort of our own home. And being that we're in the comfort of our own home and the safety of our own home, we do have the opportunity to reach those. Imagine someone in a hospital bed that happened to log on to Facebook and get a word. You know what I mean? Like, we have to show up for those people. We have to show up for those opportunities in those moments. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to be virtual. I've tried to embrace it a lot more and get a lot more active. And I'm just really excited about the ways and varied ways that's going to continue to grow, because I think even when we get into a state of normalcy, our new normal, however that's going to look, that we can maintain that virtual presence and continue to do the kingdom work that we're here for.
That's what's up.
Beautifully said. So it's been a great experience, right? That's amazing.
Especially for it to be your first. You know, we have not had mid-year, and I don't remember how many years, but it's been a long time. It's definitely a different feel than what it was on-prem. But I believe for me, it seems better because there's so much that we can do. Usually the mid-year was more about their meetings. We didn't have, it didn't really develop into like a opportunity other than socializing. That's kind of really what it was. You kind of brought your partner. If your partner was in leadership, that's kind of, you know, things like that. And then it kind of like tried to evolve, but it never really got to even where we are today. So it's definitely awesome. So I'm glad it was your first experience. Yeah,
absolutely.
So being the first experience, but you were also you're a part of the Charlotte Church, but you all held convocation, right?
Yes.
So you know, coming from a mid-year experience, but after hosting convocation for a couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you did them on-prem, and then you did a virtual one. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Convocation was challenging and exciting, both on-prem and virtually. We definitely explored a lot of varied opportunities that we could not tap into, you know, when we were on-prem. We couldn't tap into those things, but we tapped into them, right? So we took the kids to the zoo, right? We weren't taking kids to the zoo. We weren't getting in a car and doing that. And so that was something that was really, really cool to just give different experiences. And I look forward to the other virtual experiences that are going to happen, because I believe, you know, probably at least one more is going to be virtual. And then we'll be able to kind of hopefully come to our new normal and get together. But I hope that we, again, keep that virtual presence, because everyone may not have it to be able to travel or have your whole family travel, but you may be able to tap into that device and transport yourself to various places so that you can get what you need and get that food. So
wonderful.
No, I agree with that. I'm sorry, Johnson. That money piece is big. That's true. Like, I feel like we were spending a lot of money traveling down to Charlotte, going up to New York, even for convocation. Like, that was easy for us, a quick $1,500 for those that were traveling. And to be, I think that's a saving. That's a plus. I know that there's some things that we will miss, but you know, this is really cool. I see you, Christy. Thank you so much for logging in. We love you too. We're grateful for your energy and spirit too. Hey, let's bring on Eldar Jackson Jones.
So hang out in the green room, Mouse. We want to bring you back
Okay.
on right in a little bit.
All right.
See you. We'll be back. It's so good to see Miles. Like, you know, so fun. Hey, Elder.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, what a day.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. Is this your first time on Refuel?
Yes, it is. You never invited me. You never invited me. I wanted an opportunity to say that.
Well, we did invite you. We invited you today. Listen, we admire you so much. We often share stories about, you know, if anybody going to get them, it is Eldar Jackson Jones. She's going to bring it together.
What did Lanita say? Lanita said last night, and I know how to grab them up. And Eldar Jackson Jones know how to grab us up.
You don't want no phone call or a text message or email from Eldar Jackson.
That's right. And we talked about that in our workshop, and our session, our conversation.
Oh wow! And that's what we want to invite you to share. Like, first of all, share your experience with MidYear, also your retirement process, and how this session came about.
So MidYear, this is awesome. This is, you know, I'm always surprised at how it turns out. And I've been engaged in it, and it's just been amazing to be in conversation with people around the movement. And so how this conversation about retirement came about was there was a window in our window where people who were not in their ministry role had an opportunity to talk. So the trans siblings talk and the youth and young adults. And so I thought, well, let's have a conversation about retirement. And it was really about retiring in the Unity Fellowship Church movement, because we have been confused. So when I show up somewhere or when I make a comment like you don't invite me, the response is, well, I thought you were retired. And so it's not just me. There are a number of us who retired our roles, our current roles. So I retired as pastor, but I'm very much connected and working, as you all know. I'm still working in the movement, and because I want to.
Right.
And so that's what our conversation was about today. There were a number of us, just like me, who retired their roles, retired as pastor, and are still working in the movement in various positions. There were people on the call who want to change their role, transition from what they're doing now, but stay in the movement, continue to serve and continue to work. Because for many of us, and for me, this is my family. Unity Fellowship Church movement is my family. And though I am no longer pastor of a local church, I'm pastor emeritus, I still want to be involved and I still want to serve. And I think I still have things to offer. And there were a number of us in that conversation. So what came out of that is another team, another group, another set of meetings. But we're excited about it because we're going to expand this conversation and come up with suggestions and of ways to plan for and to think about how you can transition from one place to another in the movement.
Wow.
And we're going to present, we're going to present it at convocation.
Oh, nice.
I like it. I like it. You know what? I appreciate you all coming together and sharing what retirement looks like or what it means for y'all. Because honestly, I did think retirement was retirement. Like, you know, so I appreciate you coming back and giving us some clarity around that, because many people, you're right, don't know. They don't know what retirement is. Right. And so for you all to get together and start that and begin those conversations and dive deeper into what that may look like, and then presenting that at convocation. I love it. I'll be in the room because I'll be in the room.
And we're not going to use the word retirement.
Okay.
The last word we came up with is transition.
Okay.
And we may change that just to go, because I don't think people knew what we were going to be talking about. And
Right.
so we really wanted to be, you can change what you're doing now, but still serve. You still have something to offer. You still have a place in this big ministry. And there are many needs and many opportunities. And so think about that and plan for that, because some of us felt left out. We show up in churches and spaces in this virtual space.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think that is, I mean, again, that's bringing more awareness to us, and we have to pay attention to that, because I could probably say that I might be guilty of that, just based on, just the information that we know or knew.
Yeah.
So thank you. That just set me straight. See, I just snatched you, pulled you together. You see how she kindly said, yeah, because when I came to y'all, not necessarily us, but when we come to service, we feel some kind of left out. See, I love that. That's direct and real talk right there. So yeah.
Perfect. So right. Elder, there. So we know we only have a small break, but until the next sessions. But I want to publicly invite you back to Refuel, because I want to talk about your transition from retirement. I know you moved, you have your whole, you're doing art, and it's beautiful. I love the background that you have, and we don't have enough time to talk about it right now, but please, I hope that you will accept another invitation to come in and chat with us.
And we also want to, I'll add, you can start thinking about this, is as you did transition from pastoralship to where you are now, like what did that look like in terms of using this virtual environment and learning the technology? I want to talk to you so much about, so we are going to bring you back, like Johnson said, and so we're going to plan this out for the year or quarterly, and we'll make sure that you get your invite. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to coming back.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Happy
Thank you so
mid-year.
much.
Happy mid-year. See you soon in one of the rooms, right?
In one of the rooms. Cool. Thank you so much. Now we are going to go up to Philadelphia, I believe, and bring on he's no stranger to Refuel, but Reverend Marcus.
I just love Elder Janice. Like, you just get an opportunity to kind of just learn more about people.
There he is.
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good. Happy mid-year.
Happy mid-year.
Listen, how has mid-year been for you, brother?
You know what? I'm like Deacon Mouse over here. This is my first mid-year. So this virtual environment, I dig it. I love it. So I'm glad about it. I'm glad about the whole thing.
That's great. That's great.
So I am going to. Here's where my shadiness comes in.
Get ready, because it's coming. I know exactly what she's going to say.
Right. So I just want to point out, Marcus, your beard looks like it's the beard of a 18, 19-year-old. And where we have Sean, his beard is like from a 70-year-old man. That's all I want to say.
I knew where she was going. She's so shady.
You know what? I'm catching up though, because y'all, it's about the lighting and the angle. Because if I turn this way, over here, you get the, I'm gonna call them wisdom highlights.
Oh, okay. You clean it up.
Marcus, listen. She's faking over there because I cannot wait till she get a strain of just one hair of gray, just one.
You know what? But gray is beautiful. I love it. Like, I cannot wait I'm trying to catch up to you over here. Like, it is wonderful. It's wonderful.
You got a long way to go.
I don't know.
I was spending $15 like every 2 weeks to dye my beard. I don't even do it no more. I don't even care. Like, she talks about it, but it is what it is. That's what's up.
So your first virtual mid-year, what have you thought so far in the sessions that you've attended?
You know what? So far, and it still blows my mind, kind of the same way like when we did Convocation virtual last year. I'm like, this technology thing is amazing. Like, to be able to see, everybody, like, it's virtual family reunion, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But the workshops and just coming together, this meeting of the minds. I just came out of the ministries for trans siblings workshop, and amazing. It's been something that I've been wanting for a good while anyway, just to meet up. I'm like, I know we here, like where y'all at,
Yeah.
you know? So to just meet up and talk about things that are, specific to our trans siblings was amazing.
Yeah. I got a chance to sit in the room for a minute, and you're right. I just am in awe at just some of the stuff that I heard, right? And it shows you're right. Our trans siblings are here, and it's amazing to see all of the beautiful faces that I saw on the screen. So good on you all. That was amazing.
Yeah, and it's good that the presence for you it to be your first time that you are in a space where you are seeing people and the faces and feel comfortable with sharing. So that's really good. I'm so proud of what we've been able to accomplish this mid-year. And honestly, while there hasn't it wasn't a long duration of planning, I think that whatever the parts that have come from it has been amazing. So shout out to that. So talk about a little bit about what that looks like. So this session was pretty much to get a recap of those meetings, those sessions. So what came out of that, and did you all have maybe a drive plan going forward, or what, anything you want to share from that?
You know what? A lot of it was a lot of really good insights on what we need for our ministries, what we need from the movement, what we need, from our local bodies and everything. For me personally, I will say one, representation and visibility is huge. I would definitely love to see more visibility, more inclusiveness in the movement. To be able to just identify yourself, because you know what, part of it is about we always have this visibility versus non-visibility kind of thing, and that's, people have a whole lot of reasons for their levels of visibility. I know for me, it was the funniest thing. The last time we met in person for convocation, I looked around and I was like, don't nobody know I'm trans? Like, because it's my local body knows, they fully embrace all of who I am. They love on me and they support me. They ride or die. But it was like, it was stepping out of my local space into the broader space. And I was like, well, if nobody knows you're here, nobody can include you, right? So it's been a new set of stepping out of my comfort zone, speaking more outwardly, and like, yes, I am a trans man. I do this thing, and hey, include us.
Wow, that is a different message than I think we always get. For me, like when you said that, I was like, oh, I guess, like, is that not what you want? Sometimes I think people get confused on whether people want to identify as trans, or if they want to just be accepted in how they identify. Does that make sense? So sometimes I think, so when you said, nobody knows I'm trans, I'm like, oh, it never dawned on me that I think you get what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. And it's I always say that it's a very individual kind of thing. We have a saying here, like, there's a place in the revolution for everybody. Not everybody can be on the front lines. I know for me, I have no problem be like, hey, this is who I am. I'm a trans man. I'm proud about it. If you know, you know. If you don't, and you want to ask me, I'll tell you. But at the same time, like, especially in these safe places, and I was just like, I never shared that part of who I was. I was like, I know there was a lot of assumptions. They was like, oh, that's another gay man. I was like, I mean, that's part of one of my identities, I guess you could say. Depends on the day you ask me. But the whole
you're talking to the wrong two people, right? We would dig deep in that,
That may be a whole nother conversation right there.
So, you know what? We and I appreciate this, and I love why we're doing this, and it just gave us another show, right? It gave us another conversation. Because I'm not gonna out anybody or name any names, but I specifically heard a comment to Sean's question by one of the participants in your group, right? So that's someone else that I think we don't hear from a lot, but has a wealth of information that and perception as it pertains to our trans siblings. So I think this has, I'm going to be the timekeeper, right? This has been good.
As always.
The rest of the folks on this line, we all need to be in those.
We got.
Listen, we love having you here at Refuel on the screen with us. We hope your business is thriving and your business is thriving. And you're welcome to hang out in the green room for a little bit. But I think we're gonna go up to New York now and bring on He's the illustrious. He's the great.
Love that word, illustrious.
That's my word today. This is for mid-year. Illustrious is my word for mid-year. But we are going to bring on the one, the only Reverend Jermaine Green.
That's the intro. I love yo prices. Hey everybody, what's going on?
Happy mid-year.
Happy mid-year.
Happy mid-year. Oh my God, this has been amazing. Like this, the ability that we are all able to connect in this way and show people that we can really have intentional, purposeful connections through a virtual platform. That's freaking amazing because there's been a lot of people like, oh, I don't feel the connection. I don't feel the love. You didn't go to Convocation 2020 and you sure wasn't in mid-year 2021. So that gives you the opportunity, folks. Convocation 2021, be present, come through.
Be present, come through.
Get all you need to get. So
go finish.
Go.
So you've been in the movement for a long time, probably, as long as Sean's hair has been gray, right? But
now listen, Carla, I got gray hair too, Sean. The beard is...
Listen, I mean, I was dying it probably because I wanted to stay in with the young crowd, but I'm okay with being the age I am now. I mean,
wonderful. So you've been to every convocation. Normally during mid-year, we literally have to come and say, "Where's Jermaine?" Like, where's Jermaine?
that happens at mid-year too. When we used to go to mid-year, we didn't know what Jermaine was. Jermaine was like, talk about stealth mode. Like that brother was like disappeared. Like boom.
I vividly remember every time I think about convocations, I think about Jermaine. All I see is a flowing robe, like passing by.
Or his hair. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so his hair was a lot longer back then. Like. Yes. And Jermaine will fall out in the floor. I mean, I remember being in Baltimore and that brother fell out, and I looked at it, hello, like Jermaine would dance, so he don't do a lot of the dancing like he used to. Now he's walking and he's in leadership now. So
wait. Did you see the?
I just saw the text. Writing more for Harry Potter. Like, listen, that's that. He used to twirl. I'm telling you, like, the beauty of having people that's been in the movie for a long time, especially as we talk about the game changers, like, we could tell y'all some stories. We could tell you some stories.
So great intro. Speaking of the game changers, Jermaine, we want you to, so as we are in mid-year, I think it's a perfect opportunity to use this platform to talk about what the game changers got going on next week.
Hey everybody, so the game changers, we're always doing something out there, out beyond, like you see the little box, like outside on this side of the box. So we're doing a celebration of the maternal themes that have been in our lives. Because we know there has been a lot of folks that have lost their mothers, lost their maternal figures. And this is an opportunity that we've created that you can get to honor the life, the legacy of these individuals. So you can give a little 30-second tribute, or on the day we're going to be doing some really interesting things like a versus battles, aka the game changer version, that you can literally chime in about songs that embody your mother or that maternal figure. So we ask you, come out. The information's on the screen. Please come, like, share, and especially when it goes live, share it to everybody, because we want everybody to be included in the space. And there's a deadline, folks. There's a deadline. We ain't just randomly just doing stuff out there. We have deadlines. So we want to try to get this information in as soon as possible. I know that is the deadline on the screen, but May 6th, please, May 6th, everybody, just little 30 seconds honoring your mom, honoring your grandma, honoring your auntie, honoring that sister that just stepped in. No lie, honoring the brother that stepped in when your mom made transition. whoever was that maternal figure for you, we want to honor them. So May 6th, deadline, 30 seconds.
So thank you for sharing that. I'm excited about the versus battle, and we gotta get the rules down because like you just said, you can text in your little song, or like, are we gonna be doing this off the fly? I mean, because listen, you know how you are. You're a competitive cat, so I mean.
And what do you know?
Oh, I'm competitive. I'm only naming what I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Johnson's competitive too. She just knows what she's not going to do.
It's so amazing.
Thank you.
This is why I love. This is why I love we were able to create this, right?
Yeah.
And it's been great having you on. We do have one other game changer we want to bring on. She was the actual facilitator. Hang out, Jermaine. We're going to bring you back up, but she was actually one of the facilitators, and she was on our show last night. Deacon Lanita, why don't you come back on and talk to us about your experience at Convocation?
And not Harry Potter.
No.
Hey, girl, hey.
I love Harry Potter.
I know.
What y'all doing? Oh, I love this show.
We're in the lobby. Like, hey, can I get a cup of coffee? Can somebody hand me a vodka and club soda, please? No, double shot, please. Double shot. That's how we do it.
Y'all don't want to know about the vodka and club soda days. We're gonna move on past that.
Okay, we're gonna move past that. How you feeling today? You weren't feeling too well last night.
I feel much better. Thank you for the Tylenol, plug. I got that put in. So I feel much better today. And today was amazing. I had so much fun doing the youth and young adult session. We got a lot of feedback, a lot of good feedback. It's a lot of questions and concerns out there about where do we go next, and we got a lot of good ideas. But like Elder Bonita said, we need more time next year for mid-year. 1 hour was not enough. Okay. We were still talking and it was almost 2 o'clock. So
you're right.
I don't know me, I can talk forever. So
this is your first mid-year and it's virtual, and what's your feelings surrounding that? And tell us a little bit about what you thought of the first discussion earlier this morning.
So it is my first mid-year, and I did not know what to expect because I've been in Unity for a long time, and when mid-year came around, they said it was just for clergy. And so like, okay, well, that definitely wasn't me. And so it was interesting to be involved. And I got good information this morning during the plenary. And so I just listened. Today, I just listened this morning, and I took it all in. And not to mention, I was nervous about the youth and young adult session. So I am looking forward to moving forward, if that makes sense.
That does.
I'm looking forward to the days ahead, and we talked a little bit in our session about changing our way of thinking when it comes to supporting the youth and young adults in our movement and outside of our movement. And that is going to take some work. And are we willing to make that shift?
Yeah.
And who is going to be involved in making it happen? And that's going to take some thinking about, because you want people who are willing to do the work and willing to look at themselves through a magnifying glass. And I teach as my career, and every day I have to look at, did I do this lesson plan good? Did my students enjoy it? And if they didn't, where can I make the change?
Yeah.
And so as we move forward, those are the questions I'm going to be asking people. Where can you make the change?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to supporting our youth and young adults, in and outside of the church. I want to make that clear, in and outside of the church.
Right.
Because a lot of the youth that we serve are not always going to be inside of our four walls.
Right.
And if we only think that, then we're going to be stuck.
Yeah.
So, You know, so I'm looking forward to the days ahead.
Yeah, that's what's up. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I had opportunity to sit in there. You all are coming up with some great things. And again, whatever Refuel can do to get information out there, whatever I can do, Johnson can do, whether it's a collective, the Game Changers, we got your back. We are 100% committed to you into the process. So, yeah, so we got a slew of things. Come on, hey, Ashton, can you? So, A, thank you for being here again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have you back on because there's some things I think we want to talk about in terms of education and give the parents some options and trying to help their children through this virtual environment. I think you'll be a great representative.
And then so we want to give you another 10 seconds. Let's talk about your game night real quick, and then we will look at that.
Yes, so we're going to have a virtual game night on May 29th. It's going to start. Look at that beautiful. It's going to start at 7 p.m. And it's going to be so awesome because we give away cash and prizes to all the kids who participate.
Hold on. What's the age limit?
Huh?
What's the age limit?
No, so yeah, here's the thing. So our age limit is 25. So if you're over 25, you're not a young adult.
Listen, I got two babies downstairs. They going.
Wait. Can the adults come?
Yes, you can absolutely come.
Okay, cool.
You can come and support. We love
it. Awesome. Well, we will be there, even if we just jump in and just show you some love. Come on and bring the Game Changers. Is it fair to say that after this next session, the Game Changers should come on to Refuel and cut up for at least about a good 30 minutes? I think we need a Game Changer cut up moment.
Is the world ready?
Is Jermaine?
Right. If
Mouse still on?
Who's left in the green room? Bring them all on. So Lanita, you were in your session. Some folks were on earlier. That's why everybody went and put on a red shirt. So, it's not to leave you out, but if you want to go do a quick wardrobe change, we got a couple minutes before we get to 3 o'clock. But,
I know I ain't finna do that.
I know you're not. So, right. So as long as that's why, we saw the opportunity and we seized it.
So,
I'm good in the blue. I'm red in spirit. Go ahead.
There you go. Just a quick note. I feel like we should all be able to get into some of these rooms, bring back some information. We could talk about that on the next set that we come through, and just cut up and just have some fun and bring a refreshment. Okay.
I love it. Well, I gotta go on the National Deacon Board meeting.
Right after that.
So let's quickly run by that. So we did have another guest that we want to bring him on. But let's go over the session real quick. The rest of I was going to say order of service, order of the weekend. So we are now at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will be entering into our leadership session. So if you are a reverend, you have your room. Minister, you have your room. Deacons have their room. If you're an auxiliary leader, you have a room. And then we also have a room for laity. We talked about it a little bit earlier. So if you haven't stepped up and said, yes, I want to lead this ministry, I want to be in a leadership role in the Unity Fellowship Movement. Still, Unity Fellowship Movement is creating a space for you. And so you are invited to join that room for laities as well. Sean?
Yeah, so check that out, as Johnson mentioned. And then again, the Game Changers, we're going to meet right back here, and we're going to just cut up and have some fun. Hey, let's bring on Reverend Omar Clark. I think he's in the house, and so we want to make sure that we share some time. What's up, bro?
Listen, what's up, man?
Listen, y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is my roll over and pick up something and put it on shirt. Who knew?
Listen.
That y'all were going to be doing this red thing.
Right.
Okay.
Listen.
This is Foreman Mill's finest.
Wait, hold on, player.
Who knew that it was going to be right on time?
Did you say Foreman Mills?
That's what I said. 3%.
Listen, Foreman Mills got some good material. Look, I'm trying to tell you. That's some good stuff right there. People be sleeping on that. Hey man, it's good to see you. We got a couple minutes before we have to get off, but hey, give us some details on how the workshop went, for the session went for you, and what's your thoughts on mid-year and how you feeling in this virtual environment.
Okay, loved it. Thank you for asking that. Loved it because I'm a person who I completely changed when I knew a mid-year or convocation is coming. Okay, I live for these things. So
that's what's up.
I have been okay. I turned 50, but I know I'm like 85.
What?
When it comes to the virtual world stuff, right? People think I know what I'm doing. I'm 85 for sure.
Hilarious.
So the fact that I even was able to get on to all of these pages, listen, see, I don't even know how to call them right. I'm just telling you, 85.
What it is, you just named it.
For real.
That is all right.
I have enjoyed it because it's the time to see family that I don't get to see any other time. Before it was because, we couldn't wait to run to the West Coast.
Yeah, that's true.
And meet up with everybody.
Yeah.
Or, now that events have been happening on the East Coast, and to just catch up with everybody. Some people, you don't even remember their name. You just be like, oh my God, my family.
That is so true. It's interesting that you said that. One of the pieces that just dawned on to me that I miss, and that is to be able to get on a drum with the drum people and just drum for a quick second and get off. Like I do miss them little pockets of, get in community and get out of community. Let me go over here. So I do miss that.
Please know that within the drumming ministry, we are aware that Reverend Sean Robinson is going to drum up an ancestor who was probably hiding on purpose. So once you start smacking on that drum,
not. What it just took me back to? Are y'all original fans? Are y'all like original? The originals? Have y'all watched that before? No. Okay, all right, moving on. Hey, bro, listen, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get ready. I gotta go to the bathroom, and we gotta get in these rooms. Listen, feel free to come on back after if you want to. Come hang out with us. For the little pocket time that we have. We're gonna be cutting up and have a refreshment in your hand.
Don't change my shirt. That's what that means. Don't change my shirt. No. Okay, no problem.
Here's the thing. We very well may do a wardrobe change. We're just not quite sure what it's gonna be yet.
Okay,
that's the thing.
I turn my shirt inside out.
That's fine. However you want to show up, bro. It's so good to see you.
It's gonna be light red.
We love you, man. Thank you so much for jumping on to refuel. Yeah, the heart. All right. Wow.
All right. So listen, Johnson, that's been dope. Our time is up. We gotta go.
We love you all. We'll see you at the next lobby check-in.